Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. We're back with some Spider-Man the Animated Series figures again, and these are a little bit different, not your traditional action figure. I came across them on eBay. They're die-cast metal Web of Steel collection, and each one comes with Spider-Man and a villain. And so I went ahead and I got the set of 3 here. Today we're going to focus on Doc Ock, but I do have 2 more for future videos. So I'll set these off to the side for now. And we'll start with this one. I've wanted to do a Doc Ock figure on the channel for a long time. I just haven't had any luck finding it, at least not for a decent price. So I'm at least excited to get this one out of the package. You might see a little bit of a glare from the light. They kind of have this reflective stand in the back, but we'll get them out of the package here in just a second. But I'm really excited to have these. It says that they are posable figures, so we'll see how much we can do with them. But here we got Spider-Man and Doc Ock with a special collector stand. We kind of got a small picture of the figures over here. The usual logo up at the top, the Toy Biz. And then in the back, we have some of the other ones that are available in the set. So we do have the Venom one. I showed that just a second ago. Then you've got the Carnage. We've got the Doc Ock here, and then Hobgoblin. I wanted this one really badly, but I got this set of 3 for about $15, and this one itself was going for around $40. So I'm gonna hold off on that for now. It says collect all 4 dueling combos for the ultimate in heavy duty action. So I'm gonna leave this here if anybody wants to pause and kind of read through it. You can enjoy that. Always gives us a little bit of a kind of background story of Spider-Man versus Doc Ock. And now let's go ahead and get these guys out of the package, and we'll see how long this one is. If it's a pretty short video, I might just open up the other 2 in one, but I will also kind of like splitting them up because Venom is one of my favorite characters. I almost want to dedicate a whole episode to him, so we'll see how we'll do those. But let me go ahead and get this little knife out, and then let's get this opened up. All right. Gonna try to be careful not to mess up or tear up any more of it than we have to. It's a pretty cool package. I love that they included the 2 characters here on the side. I've never seen these before until just the other day, so I thought it was a nice little piece to add to the collection. And they're not as large as some of the regular figures, and so they're not going to take up a lot of space if you have limited shelf space. Just a good way to get your favorite characters out. And let's see, I tore that a little bit, but honestly I'm not too particular about it as long as we can get it back in the package. And we got our Doc Ock here, we got our Spider-Man. These are nice and heavy. And then we got the stand, so this might be the stand they were talking about. It just kind of looks like a little reflective plastic, and it's got Spider-Man versus Dr. Octopus and item number. So I don't know if this is what they meant by special collector stand, but we'll go ahead and get that out of the way just so it's not reflecting the light. And then let's see these figures up close. So here's the Spider-Man, painted really well. See him from the front. He's got a little bit of a kind of like an indent here on this side, but not on this one. Not a huge deal, but just something to point out. And then here in the back, he's got almost like a little hole. I'm not sure if that's intended for something, but his arm does move up, and then so does this one. So you can almost kind of be holding back Doc Ock, and then he also rotates over here at the waist. So pretty neat for a figure this small. It's not bad in terms of posing. So we'll set him down, and then let's get Doc Ock up here. I mean, his face looks great. They did a great job with this figure. You kind of see the muscle lines. The color is that nice and bright, kind of classic 90s Spider-Man. And then we have the tentacles here, these arms, and in the back, we've got 2 here and then 2 here. Now these look like they kind of rotate around, but these aren't quite as loose as the other. So they do rotate as well. They're just not as loose as the other one. So it kind of gives you some options as far as how to pose this. And let's say this one's a little loose, so it doesn't necessarily stay in place right where you want it, but you know, let's just say this is how we wanted the figure. We can put his arms up. He also turns at the waist, and then he's got a little spot there on his back. So we got our two right here. I'm gonna go ahead and set them down. I'm gonna try to avoid using the stand just because it reflects so much of that light and I don't just want it to blind everyone, but the figures do stand pretty well on their own. So let me go ahead and bring this camera down and then we'll see what these guys look like up close when they're posed. And so, you know, you could set them up either individually, you can set up kind of a battle stance, whatever it is. You know, you could have one of the tentacles kind of coming at Spider-Man and he's kind of trying to hold it off. You can do it any way you want to. So there they are. Doc Ock and Spider-Man. Again, nice, heavy, good quality. Heavy because they're made of metal. And just a really neat piece for someone who's a fan of Spider-Man or likes to collect figures, or if you don't have a lot of shelf space and you want something a little bit smaller, this is the perfect thing to get. So Spider-Man and Doc Ock this time. I think our next one we'll go ahead and do Spider-Man and Venom. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoy this video and I'll see you again next time.